this. What do you think it could be? Yes, it's a stick, but to a child, it could be a magic sword, a wand, or even a staff. The truth is, kids are much better at playing pretend than we give them credit for. They can see things adults just can't. Like a dirty sock on the floor, it can be a puppet. Or a stick, it could be a sword. Today we are going to learn what pretend play is, what skills are learned, and how we can help kids pretend play. Mr. Rogers said it best. When children play pretend, they are using their imaginations to move beyond the bounds of reality. A stick can be a magic wand. A sock can be a puppet. A small child can be a superhero. According to Amanda Morgan, the writer of Not Just Cute, a blog about understanding the importance of pretend play is the ability to live in another world. If you didn't know, I work with kids on a daily basis. I work with my students at Jefferson, my second graders at Jefferson, helping them with reading. And I also work at the Valley City Children's Center with my kids ranging from 18 months to like 3 years old. So lots of different ages. I've seen kids at the daycare go from not knowing how to play to in just a few short months be able to be anything they want to be. A fireman, a construction worker, or their favorite. It's not really mine though, because they get kind of loud, a tiger. I remember one day a kid, she asked me to play with her and her friends, and so I said sure. And she took me by the hand, and she's like, well, you can be the bus driver, because we're going to watch Uncle Bryson play football in Jamestown. Pretend play doesn't always have to be something extravagant. It could just be as simple as going somewhere. Now that we know what pretend play is, we can talk about the why. According to a 2019 article from Scholastic, there are many things that kids can learn from pretend play, such as language skills, social emotional skills, and thinking skills. Whenever I first started at the daycare, my dad always told me, watch what you say around your kids, because children are like sponges. That is 100% the truth. Whenever kids are playing, or just any time for that matter, they say words that you don't even think is in their vocabulary. Like, have you ever heard a kid say, in the right context, oh, the F word? I have. Actually happened to me Monday. Kid said, oh, F word, in the right context. And whenever I first started here, I didn't know what the word oofda meant. And so a kid, they were playing house, and all I heard was a little voice said, oofda, it's cold in here. I just had to laugh, because I didn't even know he knew the word. Whenever I was little, my parents always told me it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And that's also true. When we learn, we learn by trial and error. And when we play, we learn by trial and error. When kids are playing, they are also learning the basics of sympathy, how to take turns, and problem solving. The last of the benefits is thinking skills. When kids play house and two kids want to be the mom, you can't have two moms, right? So you have to find a compromise. That's something that adults these days have a hard time with. Compromise. Also, if you've ever babysat kids, or maybe you have younger siblings, you can tell that they love to roughhouse. And according to researchers from Harvard, roughhousing is actually a good thing because it it helps develop their frontal lobe. Okay. Now that we know the why, we can learn how we can help. There are some things that we can help according to healthychildren.com. Use dress-up clothes, let children take the rein on play, and use real-life scenarios. So at daycare, we have toys on a rotation basis. They get switched in and out. Okay, one of the things that we took out a couple weeks ago was the dress-up clothes. And we took out the dress-up clothes because we just thought it was fun. I didn't know this before, but actually, when kids dress up in dress-up clothes, it is actually easier for them to get into the role that they're wearing. For example, have you ever been baking or cooking and you wear an apron? That helps you get into the role of chef. When kids take the rein on play, they are learning how to effectively express their likes and dislikes. And it helps with the language skills that I talked about earlier. The reason that we do the toy rotation is not just so that kids don't get bored with the toys that they have. It's so that the toys can be used in unexpected ways, such as we have a bunch of bowls and plates and silverware and stuff, and the bowls and plates can be used as drums or cymbals, and the silverware could be used as the drumsticks. Let's go back to the kid who asked me to play the bus driver. She may have needed a confidence boost. That's what most kids, when they pretend play with real life scenarios, they need a confidence boost to get them where they need to go. Today, we learned what pretend play is, how we can help, and the benefits. So the next time you see a stick, a dirty sock on the floor, or a costume, remember the slogan of Barbie: you can be anything.